Welcome to Direction Northeast. Hello, I'm Anthony Frazier.
And I'm Chris Mitchell. This program is a presentation of the Mass Communications Department of Northeast State Community College and is produced by students through the college's video production facilities.
This edition of Direction Northeast is a collection of reports concerning Northeast State and the communities we serve. In today's episode, we'll be visiting the skating arena for a retro sport that is enjoying quite a revival.
Next, we'll see what another better-known track is doing to help local charities.
And finally, we'll find out why ink is the rage at local parlor near you.
All of this featured on Direction Northeast when we return in just a moment.
Northeast State's a wonderful place to start your career in college, and the campus is beautiful. The teachers are one-on-one.
It was an excellent decision to come to Northeast State. I've learned so much coming here.
I love the school, and everyone is friendly here. This has been the best time of my life. I have really enjoyed being here.
I think if it hadn't been for Northeast, then I wouldn't feel as happy and as driven if I chose another school.
Step by step, Northeast State is here to get you there. Enroll now at northeaststate.edu.
When you earn your GED diploma, the barriers in your life fall. Earn your GED diploma and begin your brighter future.
From the 1940s through the 1960s, roller derby was popular in the skating arena and on television.
Today, roller derby is making a resurgence in popularity. We sent a team to find out why roller derby still packs the house.
Roller derby, sport, entertainment, or a little of both. If one could go back in time to the days just before the birth of roller derby, one would see the evolution of roller skating races into a unique sport which has undergone several boom and bust cycles throughout most of the 20th century. Although it was a form of sports entertainment for much of its existence, a grassroots revival spearheaded by women has restored an emphasis on athleticism and community. Someone once said, practice makes perfect. 2 times a week at the Family Skate Center located in Johnson City, you'll find the Little City Roller Girls, a local roller derby team practicing. These girls work hard to perfect their maneuvers and keep in good physical shape. Women join the sport for a lot of different reasons. I recently spoke to Miss Pinky and asked her why she decided to get into the sport of roller derby.
Well, when I found out about it, how could you not play? I've always skated, and and I have an aggressive personality, and I'm married, so I have lots of stress to get out. And it's a lot of fun. It's an organized sport, and a lot of sisterhood.
Roller derby takes a lot of energy, endurance, and strength. I spoke with physical education teacher Clenard Forbes at Northeast State Community College and asked him what his thoughts were on the physical aspect of roller derby.
Roller derby can be a great way for some people to get exercise and have fun while doing it.
I attended their most recent bout, appropriately titled The Brawl at the Hall, which took place at Johnson City's Freedom Hall. As part of the team's interaction with female youth groups, a junior division was created for girls ranging in ages from 12 to 17, and I was able to witness the Brats in their debut match. Most of the girls are daughters of veteran players. Afterwards, the big girls hit the floor, and the brawl at the hall was on. By halftime, the Little City Roller Girls were in the lead and managed to hold their lead and win the bout with a final score of 128 to 77. An upset for the French Broads, named for the French Broad River. The fans were disappointed, and rightly so, because their team was the favored team. There was one fan, however, that made the evening even more entertaining. The very first television broadcast, believe it or not, was on November 29th in 1948 at 8 p.m. This was a time when television was not very widespread. The first televised matches were between teams representing New York and Brooklyn, in which Brooklyn would win. In the earlier days of roller derby, there were star players, such as Betsy Wilhelm and Gammon O'Connell. Roller derby stars that are long gone, but their spirit lives on in the ladies of roller derby today. Roller derby began with endurance races that eventually gained a reputation for having an unsportsmanlike conduct. This stemmed from competitors pushing and tripping each other to win. This type of conduct goes on even in present-day roller derby.
It's roller derby. You can't be nice all the time. You disappoint the fans.
Because roller derby races eventually developed a reputation for its unsportsmanlike conduct, it was never taken as a serious sport. But try telling that to the women of the Little City Roller Girls.
We do take it seriously. There's serious injuries, there's serious training, and there's serious strategy. There's nothing that's not serious about roller derby.
There are two types of roller derby tracks, the flat track and the bank track. Bank tracks, however, are rarely seen anymore. To play roller derby, you need at least 10 people, consisting of 2 teams of 5. The teams consist of 1 jammer, who is identified by a star on her helmet. There are 3 blockers, identified by a stripe on their helmet. The jammers stay in front and score the points. Points are scored when the jammer passes any of the opposing team's members. The only time there would be less than 4 people on the track is if someone ends up in the penalty box, which will usually happen several times during a bout. In a typical bout, there are 3 20 to 30 minute periods consisting of 2-minute jams. Roller derby is not just a sport. There's another side to roller derby. It also helps the community.
We support a local charity. We give a portion of our proceeds to that charity at every game. We generally try to center around women and children because we are, it's only women that skate. We do have male refs, but it is for the skater by the skater. We are a women's organization, so we cater mainly to girls club, girls and things like that, more women and children oriented.
As Clenard Forbes told us, roller derby is a great way to exercise. He also added,
Today, 25% of Americans are sedentary, and 93% are not getting adequate levels of exercise. On average, 66% of Americans have a weight problem, and half of those are obese. Anything we can do to encourage people to get up off the couch and start moving, I'm all for it.
roller derby is certainly a sport, but there's also a touch of entertainment that inherently goes along with it as well. On the other hand, one could certainly say that there's an element of entertainment to all spectator sports. Remember to support your community by being involved with it. Roller derby bouts are a great way to do that and have a lot of fun. Who knows, you may become its biggest fan. So remember,
if there's a sport of kings, then I guess you could say roller derby is the sport of queens. For everything roller derby does for the community, let's hope this boom lasts for a long, long time. I'm Rebecca Redmond, reporting for Direction Northeast.
Roller derby seems to be a sport that the entire family can enjoy.
As we promised, it's time to go from one track to another. We went to Bristol Motor Speedway to find out about the spirit of giving associated with Speedway Charities.
Every year, children and families seek help from charities in time of need. Speedway Children's Charities host events throughout the year to raise money for the charities in this region. Bristol Motor Speedway Alliance is one of the largest charities of this region. Bristol Speedway Children's Charities was founded in 1996 to help children in the surrounding area of Bristol Motor Speedway by Bruton Smith, chairman of the board of Speedway Motorsports Incorporated. Operating as a 501 nonprofit organization, Bristol Speedway Children's Charities is governed by a board of local trustees whose sole purpose is to distribute the funds raised every year to qualified local children-based organizations. Ms. Claudia Bird serves as the director of Bristol Speedway Children's Charities. Major fundraisers for the Bristol chapter include the Ride of a Lifetime auction, Bristol Dragway Celebrity Golf Benefit, Baker's Construction Services Golf Tournament, Ride-Along Program with Richard Petty Driving Experience, Eastman Motorsports Club auction, and our flagship fundraiser, Speedway and Lights. We asked the coordinator of Volunteer Northeast, Dr. Laura Barnett, how Northeast State is involving students and staff in community service towards local charities.
We do it through service learning. Hopefully the professors actually give them an assignment to do volunteer work, and they fill out the form and have it validated that they have done the volunteer work. And it can be any number of hours. We're usually around 5 hours, 5 to 10. We don't try to put a great burden on the student, but the idea is to get them out into the community, being involved in some of the needs of the community so that they actually are, it opens doors for them in terms of what kind of work they're going to do. We try to match them up with their discipline.
Speedway and Lights is a holiday light spectacular stretching over 5 miles. 1.5 million lights brighten the lives of area families and represent a holiday tradition in the Tri-Cities. The 2010-2011 season of Speedway and Lights will mark the 14th year of the Holiday Light Spectacular. The country's largest holiday light shows also is the chief fundraiser for the Bristol chapter of Speedway Charities Charities. Without the public support of Speedway and Lights, the Bristol chapter would not be able to aid the thousands of children in the area that it has aided over for the last 13 years. And fans have come out in droves each year to support it. The Festival of Lights, which welcomes visitors from all over the United States, has played a key role in the Bristol chapter of SCC, raising in excess of $5.5 million since 1997. Every year before the Speedway and Lights 6-week festival, they host the Night of Smiles, a ceremony to present the money raised to local charities. As marketing event manager Barbara Kaiser-Pick explained.
We invite all the agencies that our trustees have voted on to the evening to get their checks. We kind of do a presentation telling them what we've done all year long. We thank all our volunteers, we thank all our sponsors, and then we announce how much money we give away, and we give the checks. And it's just a night that's all about the agencies and all about the groups that are helping the children, because that's why we have our Night of Smiles. And then they all get to go through the lights too, which is pretty cool.
Visitors through November 19th through January 8th, Autotrader.com, Speedway and Lights, powered by TVA, have a number of holiday-themed activities to take advantage of while in the infield of the Bristol Motor Speedway. A new attraction this year, however, gives them the opportunity to see the largest display to be added in the event's 14-year history. Symphony of Lights, a spectacular show consisting of more than 300,000 LED lights, will be the highlight of this season's event. Each light will be synchronized to music, creating an amazing display, sure to delight young and old alike. The new dancing lights, located in the Darrell Waltrip Grandstand, will be particularly entertaining for guests who take part in Christmas Village activities. More than 200 displays and nearly 2 million lights make up the Autotrader.com Speedway and Lights. All the favorites return, including the Cannon Shot, the Dueling Dragsters, and the Sea of Illumination presented by Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies. Among the largest and most popular displays is the Alpha Natural Resource Coal Mountain Gift Mine, which is 70 feet long and 22 feet tall. The mine features a continuous miner tossing presents through the air into a front-end loader with some help from an elf. In addition to Symphony of Lights, visitors can enjoy plenty of fun holiday activities inside the village. Several crafts, foods, and food vendors will be on hand, and children can have their pictures made with Santa. Guests can sip hot chocolate, ride carnival rides, and even roast marshmallows. Back for its second season, the HVAC Chill Hill Tube slide returns. The Chill Hill is a 300-foot-long snowless slide featuring 2 side-by-side lanes in which riders rocket to the bottom of the hill on inflated tubes. Also, the Johnson Controls Ice Skating Rink makes its annual appearance. There are several events Speedway Children's Charities host, and marketing event manager Barbara Kaiser-Pick informed us all that what the charity does throughout the year to raise money.
Well, our second biggest fundraiser is something that we've only been doing for 3 years. It's called the Sharky 500. I've actually got some rubber sharks sitting on my desk here because we sold 5,000 of them this year, and every penny goes back to the charity, so we made over $50,000 with that fundraiser. We also do track walks during the races. We do auctions where fans get to bid to ride with their favorite driver in the bed of our truck during driver introductions. We do a huge cornhole tournament, which has turned into a really big deal. The race fans love it. We do a live auction. This year we had over 90 pieces of autographed memorabilia from race drivers that people bought. We do 2 golf tournaments. We just do things all year long, but Speedway and Lights is by far our biggest fundraiser, then the Sharky 500, and then probably our online auctions.
Speedway Children's Charities seeks to continue the tradition of giving money to charity. Bristol Motor Speedway and Lights will also seek to continue this tradition with their showcase of lights. I'm Kevin Griffin for Direction Northeast.
We can all be energy savers. It's easy. Turn off lights. Use energy-saving light bulbs. And turn off electronics and appliances when not in use. Make a change and we can really fly. Learn more at energy.gov/kids.
Once getting tattoos was something sailors did during a rowdy shore leave. But times have changed and many see tattoos differently.
More and more people are coming away from the tattoo parlor with a lasting memento. Direction Northeast wanted to find out what was so hot about getting some ink. Tattoos have been in this world for thousands of years. The first tattoos were designs burned into the skin to leave a scar. Today there are many more designs and methods, and tattooing is now a profession in the community. I spoke with tattoo artist David Cooper, who said that tattoos hold a special place in American culture.
Starting with your World War II generation, you know, those cats came home with tattoos, their kids saw it, you know, and it just multiplied from there and there and there. And that's really a whole lot of tattooing in Western civilization has to do with the veterans.
With the popularity of basic cable shows such as LA and Miami Inc., tattoos have moved from the subculture to the mainstream.
And, I would say that, especially due to mass media and so many shows on cable TV dealing with tattoos, it really exposed a lot of your general population to what a contemporary tattoo can and should be. And thus it opened up a doorway for a whole new kind of clientele. And now you see a lot more policemen, doctors, and lawyers, and just your average office cat getting, you know, full sleeves, full chest pieces. And I think it's made a big difference.
More and more in today's society, tattoos are considered an art form, even in the religious community. I spoke with local youth pastor Brandon Cole about this phenomenon.
I definitely think they have become a lot more socially acceptable. I don't think they're all the way there yet, but in the past 10 years, it's just been phenomenal how much acceptance has been shown in Western civilization. I think it's very theologically sound. I've spent years studying biblical text and scripture, and you know, I feel like the whole purpose of Christ coming was to not necessarily abolish rules from the Old Testament, but to show that rules were not what God was searching for. He was searching on the inside, not what was on the outside. And you know, the text is grouped together with piercings as well, and we've been practicing that for women, especially over the past century, and in Western civilization. So I think that it's become one of those things that people who grew up in church, 1950 and that era, have had instilled in them, and it's more of a bylaw thing. But scripturally, there is nowhere that states that tattoos have any kind of repercussions for your relationship with Christ.
I also spoke with students who have tattoos to get their perspectives.
I personally love tattoos. I think it's a great way to express yourself, and a lot of people get tattoos for memories or to signify something that they've done in their life. Especially, I have anchors on mine, and that symbolizes for me for when I was in the Navy and grew up in the Navy. And a lot of other people get it for people they've lost or just something that they have an interest in. So I'm definitely all for tattoos.
Student John Tolliver had this to say.
First tattoo I ever got was freedom on my arm when I was 18. I kind of regret the placement, but I don't regret the tattoo at all. I'd say tattoos now are being more acceptable in jobs and things like that. I mean, before in the past, you know, most people would be like, well, you can't hire you because you have a tattoo, but most like societies just kind of put a different spin on it. You see tattoos more than ever than in the past. As long as you keep it out of like racial or offensive, cursing, nudity, all that stuff, you shouldn't have a problem.
Religious images are a big part of the tattoo industry for artists and customers alike.
Within ministry, they realize what that actually applies to, that if you cut your hair or trim your beard under the same verse, you're committing the same sin as tattooing yourself. And as far as the thou shalt not bear graven images, that was really more towards one tribe at the time that would tattoo themselves with the ashes of their dead.
I am a Christian, and I believe that, you know, the Bible does say in the Old Testament that not to permanently mark your body, but with the New Testament, you know, Jesus Christ shed his blood, you know, it kind of cancels that whole thing out. I don't see any problem as long as it's uplifting and has like a positive meaning to it. Not a problem at all.
But scripturally, there is nowhere that states that tattoos have any kind of repercussions for your relationship with Christ.
Tattoos have become more commonplace, even in today's job market.
In the realms of the normal tattoo, even sleeves, definitely, not as big a deal as what it used to be. But you got a lot more people getting tattooed up on their neck, on their hands, on their faces, and that definitely can interfere.
I think it can be very difficult. There are a lot of places that still really want the outward appearance to be something that is aesthetic and pleasing to the people they encounter, especially jobs in which you're dealing with the public. You definitely need people that won't offend any demographic.
For more information on tattoo art, artists, and shops in your area, visit www.tattoo.com. I'm Chris Mitchell for Direction Northeast.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education. So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour to show them that higher education means a brighter future.
My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Find out how you can live united for education. Give, advocate, volunteer. Go to liveunited.org.
Do you wear this?
I want to see the world.
When you pick up a book,
I used to read every night to all the younger kids,
and let your imagination break free, you won't believe how much fun it can be.
Let down your house!
Experience a world of adventure, excitement, and endless possibilities. Get tangled up in a good book. Explore new worlds. Read. Visit read.gov today.
That's all for this episode of Direction Northeast. We've gone skating at the local roller derby, learned more about Speedway Charities, and asked why so many people are getting tattoos.
Community is very important to the students at Northeast State Community College, and this program takes a look at a few of the subjects they find important.
Until we meet next time, on behalf of the students, staff, and faculty of Northeast State, I'm Anthony Frazier.
I'm Chris Mitchell, and this is Direction Northeast.